Are you ready to make progress in your meal prep game? Well, today we're preparing a comforting chili macaroni and cheese, showcasing how to form a habit in meal prep that can elevate your weekly routine. What are we making, Chef Jay?
So we are making a chili mac and cheese with a bit of mince in. The mince is optional. You could do it vegetarian if you wanted to, but essentially we're showing how to do a meal prep.
Okay.
Right? So I come from a very big family and I always speak about this. And in my adulthood, I just can't figure out how to cook for one person or two people. Like when I cook, it's for a whole family.
Yes.
So what I've started to do is I've started purchasing these little foil trays.
Yes.
And all I do is if I have made excess food, I store it, freeze it, and I have it for lunch. So the meal prep is essentially just about saving you time, firstly, and also saving you money. Because often when we don't have a plan for our meals in the week, we overspend, we over-purchase things. And also, when we find ourselves not having anything to eat, we order in and eat unhealthily. So this is also a good way of managing the nutrition and the food that you're giving your family.
I like that. Preparation, new habits.
So in my pan, just to speed you up on the process, Z, I've had celery, green pepper, and onion braised in the pan. I've added my mince.
Okay.
Right?
You say that's optional. If
that
you're
is
vegetarian,
optional.
you don't have to do the mince.
You can. I mean, you could do cauliflower bake. You could do something, with brinjal, for instance. Some Cajun spice.
Nice.
We've got some tinned tomatoes, very convenient and easy and accessible. And then we've got some chili baked beans.
I haven't seen that before.
Right?
That's a nice new little tip.
So it's got all the flavor and spice in there, so there's no need for any additional ingredients.
Yeah.
Right? So we're just going to leave that to simmer a little bit, and then we're going to head over to a cheese, because what is mac and cheese without the cheese?
Without the cheese.
It's in the name.
It's in the name.
So I'm using Clover's natural cheese. I'm using the Gouda today. Of course, they have Gouda, white cheddar, cheddar, and Tussers. So you could really play around and add a bit
Is there a reason that you use Gouda in particular?
I just like the robustness of flavor, and I think it freezes a lot better than the other cheeses as well. And that's why I've chosen this particular meal, because mac and cheese is something that can freeze and store for a good amount of time.
Okay.
So essentially, you're just going to let this cook through and basically just reduce. And I mean, it's almost like a bolognese-ish style. And I'm just going to add some parsley and a bit of salt. And then that's going to simmer for about 10 minutes.
Are those your only spices? So the Cajun spice, I guess Cajun's got a lot of spices in there, right? And then your salt.
The salt.
Okay, it's quite simple.
And remember, braising and caramelizing your vegetables also adds another depth of flavor as well.
You're right.
So you're building on that, and you're relying on just a few simple ingredients. Now let's talk about the meal prep, Z. So I've got one that I've prepared a bit earlier. Let me just give myself some space here. So essentially, you'll cook that down, you'll add your macaroni to that. In fact, can I ask you just to pop that into the pan for me, Z? So you can see what I've done is, once it's cooked and the macaroni is added, you put it into your little foil tray, right? You sprinkle a bit more of the Clover Gouda cheese, and you can sprinkle on some parsley. Now, what I also love about the natural cheeses is that it's available in different pack sizes. So 400 grams, 550, and 800. So it just gives you a bit of variety in terms of size and practicality as well. So now we've put our cheese on. So this is now ready to go into the freezer.
Okay.
So pop that into the freezer.
And they come with those lids, right?
Exactly. So you cover it up, pop it into the freezer. And then all you have to do is take it out of the freezer, bang it straight into the oven. You don't have to wait for it to thaw. 180 degrees to 200 degrees for 10 to 15 minutes. And look at that beautiful mac and cheese on the go. And if you don't have if you don't have access to a stove or an oven, let's say you're taking it to work, you could easily put it into a container, Tupperware, put it in the microwave and warm it up.
I love that. It smells delicious. Well done, Jay. Always coming up with all these brilliant, easy, quick ideas that make you feel like an artist in the kitchen. Love that. Go to afternoonexpress.co.za for this very recipe. And up next, we join Pali for a girls trip to Sun City. We'll see you in a bit.